So it's the summer, well, it's the fall of 1994. Pam and I are newly married. We have two little boys. Everything is falling apart. I'm fired. I can't find work. We're behind on the rent. We're behind on the car payment. The marriage is rocky. And I feel like God says, hey, go to the Southwest. Go to the Southwest. Something, what do we have to lose? So we pick up everything and we move to New Mexico, Farmington, New Mexico. We don't know anybody in Farmington, New Mexico. We're from the Midwest. There's no safety net. There's nothing. We pack up our truck. We pack up our little vehicle like it's a game of Tetris. You know, we just shove everything in there, and we pack stuff on. I tie stuff to the roof, you know, and I'm tying it down. And here's my thinking at the time. I thought bungee cords were straps. I thought bungee cords were straps. So I'm basically trusted a rubber band. It's like putting rubber bands on the top of the car. You know, and then I'm driving down the road through Kansas, and I always keep one hand out the window because I was holding on to the stuff. So then I would know if the stuff flew off. Well, you ever been through Kansas, 2-lane road, right? We're going on 2-lane road. All of a sudden, boom, everything launched off the top of the roof. Everything launched off the top of the roof. There was bicycles, there was a chainsaw, kid stuff, just get a hamper. I don't know why I remember there's a hamper just scattered all over the place. It was like we were seeding the plains with our stuff. And Dave is behind me, and he's dodging and weaving like he's playing Mario Kart or something. He's all over. And we pull over, half our stuff is wrecked. And I'm standing there in the ditch thinking, is this a sign? Is this a sign we've got to turn back? Is this too much? Right? And I asked Dave, I said, hey, can you put some of this stuff in your car? He won't do it. Later I found out he's mad. So he's mad because I drove too fast through Kansas City and he lost me. And remember, there's no GPS back then, so I can't blame Dave for being mad. So now we're broke, we're stressed, we're a little mad, right? In the middle of Kansas. It's like you get too far away, you can't go back, and what do? You go forward. We stuffed everything back in that vehicle. We've stuffed it around. There were two little teddy bears. And we put the teddy bears in the back, and we shoved them in so their teddy bear faces were flat against the windshield. And that's all you saw behind us was flat teddy bear faces. We stacked everything in there. When we had put the kids in, we had to put them in through the front door, and then we'd put them in this. It was like they had their own little cave. They were safe back there in their little cave. Pam rode the rest of the way with her feet up on the dash because, you know, it was full of stuff. And that's how we rolled into New Mexico. A moving disaster. It was a disaster. But we kept moving. And here's what that taught me. When you step into a new life, it's not clean. It's not cute. Sometimes that first mile of obedience feels like everything is falling apart. Everything's going to fall off the roof, and you don't know what you're going to get to keep. You don't know what you're going to leave there. Because you cannot turn your back when the wind hits. Because the wind is coming. It's going to happen. And that's, you know, early recovery feels exactly like that. Your old life is sliding off, and you're trying to keep your family and you're safe, and you're trying to rebuild, and you don't know what's going to happen. But here's the thing. Once you've made a decision to go forward, you go forward, and you keep going forward until you reach your destination.